Good morning, and thank you for coming to the Token Summit number 3, 2008. From 62 countries, 1,200 registered. You are the dreamers, the doers, and the drummers. Feel free to tweet throughout the program. The hashtag is Token Summit. If you want to use the Wi-Fi, it's open, no passwords. It's called Token Summit. It's a great pleasure for Nick and I to welcome you today. If you remember a year ago when we opened the first Token Summit, I said that we were not here to discuss the price of tokens. Rather, we are here to talk about the business models behind them and what they are enabling. So let's look what happened a year later. We can look at this graph and say, hey, look, we raised a whole bunch of money. Is that good? Well, this is only the beginning. Or we can look the other way and say, what has changed since last year? And the most important thing that has changed since last year in terms of the token economy is that now tokens are being used. It is not just used by speculators. There is real activity. 53% of the Ethereum transaction types are now coming from smart contracts. That is very significant. If this is not a utility, I am not sure what is. SEC, are you hearing? Are you listening us here? This is really where the activity is. Look at this dApp board. The dApp board is the new coinmarketcap.com. This is where the real activity is. I don't look anymore at coinmarketcap.com. I look at this activity board. This is real transactions, smart contracts being executed, being transacted upon on the blockchain. And that is really what matters. And even when you look at the spectrum of infrastructure, middleware, and then applications, we are seeing some beachheads in each one of them. And these are just examples. You go and each one of these companies have, or technologies, has real transactions. The most exciting ones are going to be the application segment. That's going to increase dramatically. CryptoKitties is now doing 2.8 million transactions on the blockchain in the last 6 months only. OpenBazaar has had more than 100,000 downloads. By the end of the year, Kick might be the most used token. And you know what? What is the most important token that matters? The only important token that matters is the one that actually is being used. And this is what this conference is about. It is about using tokens. That is why we are here. And I want you to, throughout the conference, keep thinking to yourself, can the blockchain lead us to a new world that is better than the current one? That is really what counts. So welcome, enjoy the day, and we'll be here for the next 12 hours. Nick?
Thanks, William. How's everyone doing this morning? Good. So I'd like to get right into the agenda, but before we do, I wanted to quickly talk about what William and I put together for the agenda and really the themes that are important to us for the agenda. The first theme is real-world usage, and William alluded to it a bit, but the total market value of tokens to date is around 400 billion. And we've gotten to this point with really one mainstream use case, which is speculation. In my view, speculation is a valid use case and one that can continue, but at the same time, it's not really what we're here for. And today we're going to hear from lots of founders from around the world that are building products designed to drive real-world usage. The second theme is regulation. There's been an explosion of new tokens in the past 18 months, and we're at Token Summit, so I think most of us would agree that that's generally been a positive development. But at the same time, there's a lot of bad actors out there that are taking advantage of uneducated consumers. And to me, it's clear that regulation is absolutely necessary. So another big theme today is going to be regulation, and we're going to hear from lots of different perspectives around the world on what good regulation could look like. And the hope is that we can help push the public discussion forward in a small way on that. And on that note, we're next going to introduce David Sachs, who's going to come out for our first fireside chat.